Well, summertime is a great time to spend outdoors at the lake or by the pool, but along with that fun can come some hidden dangers.
That's right, and here to tell us more is Rusty Wise with Mister Sparky. So, Rusty, this time of year we all love to be by the water with this heat, but there's a danger we need to be aware of, and that is electric shock drowning. So, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, ESDs, or electric shock drowning, is caused by electricity, and our bodies are running off electricity just like you and I are talking now. There's electrical impulses moving our muscles, and electricity is really important. I mean, electricity has been around since the beginning of time, and we are operating off of electricity. We're kind of like organic robots, so to speak. So ESDs are in the water, and they're electric charges that run through your body, and it can paralyze you. I mean, Olympic swimmers can be paralyzed, so it doesn't really matter how good of a swimmer you are. And about 10 years ago, they started saying, hey, there's something going on here. So the code agencies are recognizing it, that there's a problem here with docks and pools and bodies of water.
So you mentioned some of the problems. So how can we check these problems around the pool?
Well, one item we use is this buoy. It's a shock alert tester. It's got little probes here that checks for voltage in the water. So as we're using this, this is floating around on the water, and it checks to see if there's any voltages in the water. And voltages can come from the utility plants, your grounding in your pool, your dock, and that sort of thing. But this, when you turn it on, it goes through a beep, and then it will show green, and then if there's any voltage in the water, it will start beeping loud and show red here.
Okay.
It's a cool device.
And that's the time to exit the water if that starts to show red.
If it starts beeping and red, that says, hey, I mean, this is down in the millivolts, just very small. But then when you use this to say if there's any voltage, and then we use other equipment to pinpoint the exact problem.
Okay, so what about docks? Because we have beautiful lakes here in North Carolina, but there's some dangers dockside as well.
Around docks, as humans, we love water, so we're building all these docks and houses around water, but that causes another problem. All this electricity tends to leak into the water. And around the docks, boat slips, the code agencies have lowered it to 30 milliamps. I don't want to get too technical, but they found that 80 to 90% of boats are leaking voltage into the water around these marinas and docks. And you're not supposed to swim around any dock or marina within 100 feet, but we're all doing it, and there's people dying every year because of this around our pools and docks, and they don't know why. You know, a lot of times they jump off the boat and said he went down and drowned, but they're slowly finding out that it's these ESDs, they're actually getting shocked in the water and dying.
Well, you also found some dangers inside the home. Tell us about the time that you found an electrical panel in a shower. That's amazing to me.
A couple weeks ago, we were in a home, and the panel was there, and they built a shower around this panel. And I can't believe it. I mean, it's actually a shower with an electrical panel in it. And those are the types of things that we find. And we find drop cords running in water. It's amazing what we find around pools and spas and docks.
Well, you have this device right here. What does that do for us?
This is a ground fault receptacle, and this can save your life. This trips at 5 milliamps. 10 milliamps will stop your heart. So this trips at 5 milliamps. These are required around all marinas, docks, and pools. You never run a circuit without it being on a GFCI receptacle or a breaker. This will save your life. And, you know, it's becoming more and more prevalent. Just 10 years ago, it wasn't even written in the code as far as these ESDs, but now it is.
Well, you are offering free water safety checks right now, so tell us how that works.
Call us, go online, book the appointment. We'll come out free, no charge, to make sure your dock or pool is safe. There's no obligation. If we save a life, we've done our job.
Well, to learn more, you can call 704-323-8006. That's 704-323-8006. You can also visit MrSparkyCharlotte.com. No more malarkey. Call Mr. Sparky.
There you go.
Sparky.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, sir.